everyone. Welcome to Stratele Studios. I'm Jeff Castanon. Welcome to another No Pause video reaction and analysis. Today we have, I've been looking forward to this. This is a request from my awesome viewer, Ralph. He wanted me to see Tommy Shaw with the Cleveland-based Contemporary Youth Orchestra. They are doing the Styx song, Fooling Yourself, which I really like this song. As I do a lot of Styx stuff, I listened to them growing up, and there's definitely a number of songs that they have done that are just killer tunes. I really like that group. And it's funny because I was recently watching this interview with Dan Rather and three of the guys from Styx. It was Tommy Shaw and James Young, and then their new replacement, or they're not so new actually. He's been in the band for longer than Dennis DeYoung, but he's the guy that replaced Dennis DeYoung in the group. And I had thought to myself how interesting it was, the combination of having Dennis DeYoung in this rock group, because Dennis DeYoung, he's the ballad guy and he's kind of the show tunes guy, and the odd combination of having him with the rock band is kind of what sculpted a lot of their earlier sound, even though they ended up breaking up. And there's just this big thing about the Kilroy production that he wanted to do, which caused the band to eventually break up. But anyway, check out the Dan Rather interview. It's really interesting. I'm going to put a link in the description, so after you watch this video, if you have a chance, go check it out. I was riveted. It's really good. If you're a Styx fan, you got to see this. So anyway, let's see what this is all about. This is going to be fun to watch Tommy Shaw in the context of this group. So let's hit that play button. Here we go. Awesome.
Relax. Take it easy.
You see the world through your cynical life. You're a troubled young man, I can tell. You got it all in the palm of your hands. Your hands wet with sweat, and your head needs a rest. And you're fooling yourself if you don't believe it. You're kidding yourself if you don't believe it. Why must you be such an angry young man when your future looks quite bright to me? And how can there be such a sinister plan that could hide such a laugh, such a caring young man? You're fooling yourself if you don't believe it. You're killing yourself if you don't believe it. Come on, you can. Get back on your feet. You're the one they can beat, and you know
This kid kicks ass. Wow. Oh my God. That was freaking awesome. Oh, I love that so much. Oh my gosh, that kid on the violin, he is smoking. This guy is really, really, really good. Oh my gosh. That got me a little choked up. Yeah, I've worked with kids before. I used to be in charge of the kids, the worship ministry for high schoolers and all the kids who could play instruments and stuff, and I used to get together with them every week and practice and teach them songs, and they would play for the congregation, and it was a really, really cool experience. Not only did they learn a lot, but I also learned a lot too about teaching kids and not telling them where their limits are, and basically giving them more than you think they could handle, because the interesting thing is like they don't know what they can't do yet, so they rise to the occasion a lot of times. And if you think they can't do a lot because they're kids, you're really cheating yourself, and you're cheating the kid out of what they can do. So I used to really kind of pile it on them a little bit, like not pile it on them, but challenge them in a way, like, you could do this, and then they would. And it would be like they would be surprised, and of course their parents would be surprised, and everyone watching. And so that was a very rewarding experience for me. That was a lot of fun. This reminds me of that, and that's why it gets me emotional seeing this kind of thing. I think this is an amazing thing that Tommy Shaw did, and I'm not surprised, because I got a taste of who this guy is by watching that Dan Rather interview, and from what I saw, he's a really good guy. He's a really sincere and honest and fair and respectful guy. And check out the interview and you'll see what I'm talking about. But a little side story to this, and I'll come back and talk about the music. I was in an airport, and I think it might have been Vegas. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I think it was Vegas. And I was in one of the restaurants there. It could have been a Pizza Hut. And I walked in there and ordered, and I sat down and I looked around, and the table right next to me, I didn't notice, was the band with Styx. They were sitting around a laptop watching a video of themselves from what looked like the night before, and I could hear them making comments about it, and it was surreal, because like, here's this group that I've put on a pedestal, pretty much, all my life, from hearing them in my teens, in high school, and learning their songs, and just really idolizing these guys. And here they are sitting at a table at the Pizza Hut in the airport, and they're watching themselves, and they're giddy and excited about what they're watching, and it's like they were just another garage band, that just another band, and it was weird, because after all these years, I thought that maybe the excitement and the magic was probably gone, but it wasn't. It was very, very cool to see them excited about their music still, and about the reaction that they were getting, and and watching each other play on this laptop and making comments and laughing and all of that. I was like, that was a major lesson for me at that time. I was thinking, gosh, it doesn't matter how long you've been doing this, how old that you get, that magic of loving music and playing music, loving to play music is there. It's still there, years down the road, it's still there. And I love that. Yeah. So some of the highlights about this performance, them covering like some of the solo stuff, like the keyboard solo. I did not expect them to cover that. And this kid on the violin just tore it up. But what was really cool was when they came back around towards the end of the song, and this kid again takes that solo on the violin. But then the tail end of that, the whole violin section was playing that solo together. All of those kids were playing it. I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. And then they get the cello in to play part of the solo too. That was brilliant. It was so good. So, man, Tommy Shaw, you're awesome, dude. That is just so amazing that you would take time to work with these kids. And man, what a blessing. Very cool. Oh man, Ralph, that was super cool. Thank you for bringing this to my attention and asking for it. That really got me. Man, oh man. So, if you're a Styx fan, what's your favorite Styx song? I really would like to know. Yeah, I have a few of them, but Renegade is one of my top ones. But there's a lot off of 2 albums that they did in particular that I really like Miss America and a whole lot of really good stuff. But Renegade is killer. Anyway, come back for more stuff. We'll see you next time.